Morning, Ms. Falk. Let's see, it's right at 9 o'clock, so whenever you all are ready to get started.
Good morning. Good morning, Your Honor. This is ACDC. We are ready.
Okay, good morning, Officer Melton. Who do we have first?
Mr. Harris, position 16, I believe.
Okay. And this is Johnny Harris, is that correct? Can you hear me, Mr. Harris? What are we doing with Mr. Harris this morning? Mr. White?
Your Honor, I believe Ms. Kim spoke with him this morning.
Okay, is Ms. Kim not on the line yet? Doesn't appear so. Is there anyone else that at ACDC that we can take while we wait for Ms. Kim?
That would be Ms. Kim's.
Hold on.
Both of them are Ms. Kim's?
Yes,
Correct.
Your Honor.
Okay, well, we'll take them as soon as she appears on the call. Anyone that we can take while we wait in courtroom 2?
Yes, we could do position number 10 and 11, Mr. Doc. The last name Doc.
Hey, Ms. McClellan.
Okay,
Okay, fine.
Edward.
this is. So is this Mr. Edwards or Mr. Docs?
Doc.
Say it again?
Doc, Your Honor.
Okay, what are we doing with Mr. Docs this morning?
It's gonna be a negotiated plea, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Docs. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
All right, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Docs. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommendation is 12 months, served 22 days, credit for time served 11 days. That's from May 9th to May 11th of 2024, and then November 5th, 2024 to today. Balance suspended, stay away from staff zone, located at 1705 Dunlap Avenue in East Point. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
So stipulated, Your Honor, nothing further.
And Mr. Docs, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 002927E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Yes,
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Docs. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome. ACDC, Ms. Kim is on the line now. So if you all are ready to proceed.
Yes, Your Honor. Let me go ahead and start with position 33 through 36, Mr. Antoine Sims.
Okay.
Mr. Antoine Sims, we would like to reset the case to next Tuesday because there's another issue he has to deal with.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Kim. You'd like that reset to, I believe that's going to be the 19th.
Actually, can we do 14? I think 14 is a lighter calendar.
Just out of curiosity, will he
That's-
have the other issue addressed in the next 2 days?
I need to verify some things, and then after that, we will be able to make better decision.
Okay.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Champion. Is that okay?
Your Honor, that calendar has already ran out. Is it possible we can put them on the 19th?
And that's okay too, if that's the case.
Okay, let's just put them back on one of my calendars instead of
Yes.
putting them in someone else's calendar.
Sure.
Okay, all right, Mr. Sims, we'll see you back on next Tuesday, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
No attitude. This is
And-
position 16, Mr. Johnny Harris.
Mr. Johnny Harris does not want to take our advice from the Public Defender Office, and he would like to proceed as a pro se.
Okay, which part of the advice did he not want to take, Ms. Kim?
Probation, that he does not want to take the probation, and also he has another hearing for a felony charge on November 14th. So I think it might be wiser for him to do it after November 14th, but he refuses to do that.
Okay, good morning, Mr. Harris. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. You have a right to remain silent. Anything you say can be used against you. You have a right to have an attorney present at these proceedings. We're providing you with the assistance of the Public Defender's Office today if you choose to utilize their services. You have been charged in case 24 CR 007162C with theft by shoplifting. And as a result of this charge, the state is recommending that you be on probation at least for a time until you do an anti-theft course and 40 hours of community service, and you'd have to stay away from that Kroger. What would you like to do this morning, Mr. Harris?
She said time served, then she said probation. So I want to understand how you want to give me time served and off probation.
Okay, so they're offering you a time served plea to where if you don't have anything else holding you, I believe that I understand that you do have something else holding you. But the time served plea comes also with an anti-theft class and community service. So you would have to be on probation until at least you completed the anti-theft class and the community service. After that, given your record, if you don't have any other shoplifting or anything of that nature, I would probably put you on non-reporting once you completed your the terms of the probation. Okay, Ms. Kim is also recommending that since you do have something else holding you, that you give her the an amount of time so that she can look into that, so that this charge doesn't affect that charge as you go down the road, is my understanding. Do you want more time to talk with Ms. Kim?
No, sir.
No?
No, sir.
Okay, what would you like to do this morning?
No, Steve.
Okay, so you would like to accept that plea, and the plea is going to include probation. You understand that? Yes?
How much probation? Yes, sir.
Okay. I've already given the charge. May I hear from the state?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on this case is 12 months served 34 days, credit for time served 24 days from October 20th, 2024 to today, balance probated, an anti-theft course, 40 hours of community service, stay away from the Kroger at 590 Cascade Road in Atlanta. As far as the defendant's history, the defendant, just to let Your Honor know, the defendant has, let's see, this is the defendant's, is that correct? This is the defendant's first arrest, first offense that we have, but I know he has been previously arrested and is currently in jail on an FTA. The FTA is from the felony division, and he also has a hold out of Clayton County. Just let me check something really quick, Your Honor, because I think whoever ran this GCIC, I do not think it's correct. If I could get pretrial's assistance on this.
Hey, Ms. Hardy, good morning.
Good morning.
Do we have Mr. Harris's history?
Yes, I have 40 arrest cycles. There's showing currently on probation for 20 theft by shoplifting and obstruction, case number 24 CR 000846C. There's misdemeanor conviction from 2012, false name, address, birth date to law enforcement, 2015 harassing telephone calls. There's felony convictions, 2015 terroristic threats and acts, 2012 burglary, financial transaction card theft, 2007 burglary, 2005 theft by receiving, 1 FTA from 2005. And there appears to be 6 probation violations. Nothing further to report.
And the last offense, Your Honor, for theft by shoplifting, he was sentenced on March 5th, 2024 by Your Honor to 12 months served 30 days. And stay away from Walmart in that instance on Cleveland Avenue.
And did I give him non-reporting at that time? Do you know, Ms. Falk?
Your Honor, if you'll just give me a moment, let me see. Where would non-reporting, if he received non-reporting, where would that be?
It would be on a sentence sheet, which you
Okay.
probably didn't have there.
Yep, non-reporting upon completion of terms, and you waived 2 months of fees. He also had 40 hours of community service, a fine, and an anti-theft course.
Okay, so I'm not going to give you the same thing that I gave you last time, Mr. Harris, because you're coming back here again. I gave you 2 months of probation fees waived to give you the opportunity to get a job and move forward. And I also made it go non-reporting at that time. So I'm not going to give you that the same non-reporting. The state's pretty much recommending the same thing from the last time, but you're going to be reporting the entire time, especially since you don't seem to be able to properly report. So if you choose to accept the plea, understand that it's going to be with those terms and it's going to be with reporting probation. Do you have something further, Ms. Falk? Sorry.
Nothing
Okay.
further, Your Honor.
All right. So what do you want to do? That's going to be my sentence, Mr. Harris. What do you want to do?
What's the thing?
The sentence is the sentence. Say it again.
All right. I mean, I ain't really understand the sense, but okay.
No, I'm gonna talk with you until you do understand the sentence. The sentence is that
Yes, sir.
you're gonna get, as far as this case goes, it'll be time served, but you will have to do 40 hours of community service. You will have to stay away from that Kroger, and you will have to take an anti-theft class, and you will be on reporting probation for 12 months.
Yes, sir.
Okay? So that will be my sentence if you wish to plead to this today. Is that what you wish to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay. If you can raise your right hand for me, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Harris. It's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007162C, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been given the opportunity to be represented by counsel. It's my understanding that you wish to proceed pro se without the advice of counsel. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Is
Is there
anyone
any way I
forced?
can plead no low?
No, there's no way you can plead nolo because I just sentenced to you this
All
the
right, I
same
got you.
charge. So no, I'm not going to allow you to plead nolo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you understand you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea. Mr. Harris, 12 months to serve, 34 days, credit for time served, 24 days, balance probated, an anti-theft class, 40 hours of community service, and stay away from the Kroger on Cascade Avenue will be the court sentence. Ms. Kim, if you will help the court with completing the paperwork,
Sure.
I'd appreciate it, okay?
Yes, we will do
All
that.
right.
Thank you.
Good luck to you, Mr. Harris.
Yes, sir.
All right, who do we have next?
we go to position number 4, Mr. John Johnson. Yes, John, yep.
Tell me the number again, please.
21.
Okay. And this is going to be a negotiated plea?
It is, Judge.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Johnson. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommendation on count 1, 12 months served, 32 days, credit for time served, 16 days, from October 27th of 2024 until today, balance suspended, stay away from all MARTA until January 1st of 2025. That was per the police report that he is on suspension with MARTA until then. Count 2 would merge with count 1. The state would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
So stipulated, Judge, nothing further.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0073333E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? No? Okay, you're gonna have to speak, you're gonna have to speak up for me and answer verbally so that we can make sure that I understand you, okay? So you're not under the influence of any drugs or alcohol?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Johnson. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Next, we go to position number 12 and 13, Mr. Edwards.
Good morning, Ms. McLeod. How are you today?
I'm very well, thank you, Your Honor. Thank you
Yes.
for,
What are we doing with Mr. Edwards this morning?
Your Honor, I will be filing a waiver of arraignment for Mr. Edwards and a request for jury trial. There was an offer on the table, but my client does not wish to accept the state's offer.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Edwards. Let's see, your case is going to be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, Your Honor. That concludes my business before the court today. May I be excused?
Yes, have a good day, Ms. McLeod. We'll see you next time.
Yes, thank you.
Next, we can go to position number 44 and 45, Mr. Todd.
Also a negotiated plea.
I believe so,
right?
Your Honor, but let me double check. 44, 45. Yes, Your Honor, it is negotiated plea.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Todd. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, I do.
All right, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Good morning, Ms. McConkey.
Good morning, Your Honor. How are you?
I'm doing well. I hope you are as well.
I am, thank you. The state's recommendation for Mr. Todd is going to be 12 months to serve 16 days, credit for time served 8 days. That is from November 5th, 2024 to present. Balance probated, no further contact with James Silva Holmes. Stay away from the incident location, which I have is 5375 Long Meadows Lane in Atlanta, that he take 8 weeks of anger management and have no firearms. We will be no crossing the FTA. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we stipulate so.
Anything further, Ms. Kim?
Nothing further from defense, Your Honor.
Mr. Todd, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 002595C, you wish to plead guilty to simple assault. Is that correct?
Yes, I do, Judge.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, I'm not.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Todd, when you complete the terms of the probation, meaning you complete the anger management. I'll have it go to a non-reporting status, which means that you won't have to actively report and you won't have to pay those fees, okay?
Judge.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Todd.
Next, we can go to position number 25, Mr. Lucas.
Also a negotiated plea.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Good morning, Mr. Lucas. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. If you can raise your right hand for me, please, sir. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Sorry.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Lucas. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. This is on the count of simple battery, family violence, 12 months served, 60 days. Credit for time served, 23 days from October 21st to 2024 to today, balance probated. No further contact with Jabria Kwashi. Stay away from 777 Central Avenue, Family Violence Intervention Program, 40 hours of community service and no firearms. Count 2, the reckless conduct, 12 months concurrent with count 1 and a parenting class. The 2 counts of criminal trespass will be 12 months concurrent with count 1. We did have an opportunity to speak with Ms. Kwashi. She stated she does agree with the plea offer and she will try to be on Zoom. So we would like to sound for her. And we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Ms. Kwashi is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity to do so. Doesn't appear so. Mr. White?
Your Honor, we ask that you accept the plea as negotiated. We do stipulate for the purpose of the plea. We would ask that you waive as many months of probation fees as possible. He does have quite a bit to do while on probation, and the family violence and parenting classes will cost him quite a bit of money.
Okay. Mr. Lucas, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007181F, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery, family violence, reckless conduct, and 2 counts of criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Sorry.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
Sir.
Yeah, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Lucas. Let's see, I'll waive 2 months of probation fees to help you get and stay on your feet, okay?
What's up? What's up?
Okay.
We're covered.
All
Judge.
right. All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Lucas.
Next, we can go to position number 4 and 5. You go with them. Mr. Brenson.
Also negotiated, please.
That's correct, Your Honor.
Good morning, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Brinson. Let's see, I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Could you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On position 4, the state's recommendation is, let's see. On the theft by shoplifting, 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 23 days. That's from October 20th of 2024 until today, balance probated. $500 fine. Anti-theft course, stay away from Quick Trip located at 630 10th Street in Atlanta. On the second case, which is Position 5 on the criminal trespass, 12 months concurrent with count 2. On count 2, the theft by shoplifting, 12 months served 60 days, credit for time served 23 days from October 20th of 2024 until today, $500 fine. Stay away from the Quick Trip located at 630 10th Street in Atlanta, concurrent with the case ending in 7175C. On count 3, the giving false information to law enforcement officers, 12 months concurrent with count 2, and a $300 fine. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Mr. White?
Your Honor, we just, accept the plea. We would ask that you allow his time to be converted to community service. He is on a fixed income disability, and $1,300 plus fees is gonna be quite honest. And waive a couple of months of his fees.
Do you need any of those fees converted to community service to help him out?
That's what I asked for, Judge.
Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't, so you want both the $500 fine and the $300 fine to be 50 hours of community service and 30 hours of community service respectively?
Right, so there's two $500 fines, so we were looking at 130 hours total.
Okay. That's fine with the court.
Thank you, Judge.
Is there anything that a social worker visit could assist him with, Mr. White?
We're on it.
Yes?
We're on it.
Okay, all right. If nothing further, Mr. Brinson, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007175C, you wish to plead guilty to theft by shoplifting, and in case 24 CR 007179C, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass, theft by shoplifting, and giving false information to law enforcement. Is that correct?
That's correct, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Brinson, I will waive 2 months of probation fees to help you get on your feet. When you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you can get your community service done and the other terms, then you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Sir.
All right, good luck to you, sir.
Thank you.
Next, we go to position number 47, Mr. Webb.
Was it? 47.
Your Honor, this is negotiated plea.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Kim. Good morning, Mr. Webb. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Morning,
Do you
Your Honor.
swear? Good morning. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can put your hand down, Mr. Webb. Thank you. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation is 12 months to serve 32 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance suspended, and that the defendant stay away from the Holiday Inn Express located at 3883 Princeton Lakes Court Southwest in Atlanta. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we do stipulate so. Thank you.
Mr. Webb, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0073335Y, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, I do.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Webb. Good luck to you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Attorney Tevis, are you with me?
Yes, Judge, I'm here.
Good morning. Let's see,
morning.
I understand that you have position 46, Mr. Watts. What are we doing with Mr.
Yes, sir.
Watts today?
That'll be ready for trial whenever the state's ready to try the case.
Okay, so do you want to file a waiver in the case and that I transfer it to the division judge?
Sure, that's fine. Just for the court and state's edification, this is one of those fictional stops as part of a felony case that I'm working on. I don't know why they submitted it to be charged, but I doubt it will go forward, but I mean, we can either try it or the state would null process.
Okay, well, as for today, if you'll go ahead and file a waiver in the matter,
Sure.
and I will, again, like I said, I'll transfer it to the division judge, and I take it that we don't need Mr. Watts this morning.
We do not. He has
Okay.
a felony hold anyway.
Okay, very good. I saw you there, and I just didn't want you to sit through my whole calendar before.
I greatly appreciate it. I have a 10 a.m. well, so thank you so much. I'll
All
file the
right.
waiver.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too. Good to see you, Judge.
You as always. Who do we have next?
Position number 43, Mr. Stoutmare.
This is also a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you. Good morning, Mr. Stoutmire. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir. You can place your hand down. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
The state's recommendation for count 1, the simple battery, that will run concurrent with count 2, the battery. The recommendation for count 2 is 12 months to serve 60 days, credit for time served 15 days. The balance probated that he have no further contact with Hannah Cohart or Christopher Phillips, that he stay away from Emory Hospital except for medical necessity, undergo 12 weeks of anger management and ADET, and have absolutely no firearms in his possession. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification. And if we could please sound for the victims, Ms. Cowhart and Mr. Phillips.
If Mr. Phillips or Ms. Cowart is on the line and wishes to address the court, now is your opportunity. Doesn't appear so. Ms. Kim?
Yes, I was wondering if we can ask for reporting to be done by telephone or email. He plans to be returning to Ohio. And also, Your Honor, he does need some help. So we would like to request for 2 months of probation fee waived.
Okay. Mr. Stoutmire, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0073334Y, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery and battery. Is that correct? Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Stoutmeyer, I will waive 2 months of probation fees to help you get on your feet and get a job. The court has no objection to you reporting by phone or otherwise. Okay, good luck to you, sir.
Next, we can go to position number 31 and 32, Mr. Royal.
Negotiated plea, Judge.
Thank you. Good morning, Mr. Royal. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony that you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down, sir. Thank you. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for count 1 is going to be 12 months to serve 30 days, credit for time served 12 days, balance probated, no further contact with Nikeshia Lackley, stay away from the incident location 760 Mount Vernon Highway in Atlanta, that he do an FVIP and have no firearms. Count 2 is going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1. And then we will be null processing that FTA. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification. And if the court could please sound for Ms. Nikeshia Lackley.
Ms. Lackley is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Doesn't appear so. Mr. White.
No, we just, we stipulate, as for purposes of the plea, and just ask to waive as many months as possible of probation fees. Again, because the family violence class is expensive. Additionally, we'd ask that he be allowed to go to non-reporting once he completes the requirements.
Okay, Mr. Royal, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 007568E, you wish to plead guilty to battery, family violence, and criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
Sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Royal.
Go ahead.
I'll waive 2 months of probation fees to help you get a job, time to get a job and get on your feet. And once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir. Yes, thank you.
3 days. Yep. What is it? Yes, right. We're covered, Judge.
All right, very good. Good luck to you, Mr. Royal.
Thank you.
Zero.
You're welcome.
Next, position number 48 and 49, Mr. Williams.
Hey, come on, y'all.
This is a negotiated plea, Your Honor.
Very good. Good morning, Mr. Williams. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Thank you, Mr. Williams. You can put your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation for position 48 is 12 months to serve 36 days, credit for time served 18 days, balance suspended, and that he stay away from all MARTA locations. The recommendation for position 9, count 1, criminal trespass, is going to be 12 months concurrent with count 1. The recommendation for count 2, willful obstruction, is going to be 12 months to serve 28 days, credit for time served 14 days, balance probated, that he stay away from the Peachtree Center Mall located at 225 Peachtree Street, Northeast Atlanta, do 40 hours of community service and a $300 fine. Both of these cases will run concurrently, and I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we stipulate.
Anything further, Ms. Kim?
Nothing further from defense. We would like to request for 2 months probation fee waived. And upon the completion of those conditions, I want him to have a non-reporting probation, Your Honor.
All right, does he need that $300 fine converted into community service?
Yes,
opposed-
yes.
Okay, so he'll have a total of 70 hours of community service and no fine, okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Williams, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 006010G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. And in case 24 CR 007420G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass and willful obstruction of law enforcement officers. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
Oh, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor. I
Has
understand.
has anybody forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Williams, Ms. Kim, does he require the services of a social worker to help him in any way?
Yes, we will request.
Okay, thank you. So let's see, I'll waive 2 months of the probation fees. That should give him enough time to get those 70 hours of community service done. And when he completes the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So sooner you get this community service done, Mr. Williams, the sooner you won't have to be on reporting probation and pay those fees, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Williams.
Next, we can go to position number 18 and 19, Mr. Hood.
What number was that? That was just, we just did. Yeah. Social worker.
Jack Williams,
Jack Preston Williams Church.
48, 49.
Yeah, I was right. Good. We're just entering a waiver for Mr. Hood. There was some
Okay. All right, so Mr. Hood, good morning, sir. Your case is going to be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Good luck to you.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're good.
Okay.
That's my fault. Well, those typos. I had the right thing here, so
We can go to ACDC.
Okay. Yes, who do we have at ACDC?
Yes, Your Honor, positions 7 and 8, Ms. Constantine.
Okay.
Bring them.
Yes, Your Honor, that will be a non-negotiated plea because my client wants to have a little bit of, first of all, NOLO plea, and then it is not actually family members, so it should not be a family violence. So we would like to know if we can remove FVIP, Family Violence Intervention Program.
Okay. Let me hear the facts of the case. Good morning, Ms. Constantine. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
I do.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Ms. Hardy, may I get the history, please?
Yes, Your Honor, this defendant has 5 arrest cycles, no felony or misdemeanor convictions. There's an FTA from this year, nothing further.
Ms. Falk?
Your Honor, the state will agree to amend the FVIP to 12 weeks of anger management. Let's see, I'm trying to see if she has pled nolo in the past. She has not. We're agreeable to a nolo plea. I
After,
think that may resolve all the issues that have been stated by the defense.
oh yes, one more note I found, actually after completing 12 weeks anger management, can she have balance suspended or probation terminated, Your Honor?
Ms. Falk?
State
any
doesn't
objection?
object to non-reporting, but we do object to termination or suspension.
Okay. So, Ms. Kim, the court will allow a nolo. The court will allow the 12 weeks of anger management from the state, and it will go to non-reporting once she completes the terms. Is she agreeable to that?
Are you agreeable to that?
Have to unmute for me. Thank you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. All right. Anything further before, I know that there's an Ashley Stapleton. Is Ms. Stapleton, if she's with us and wishes to address the court?
And Your Honor, if I just may put the full recommendation on the record.
Okay. Go ahead, Ms. Falk.
The recommendation is 12 months served, 24 days, credit for time served 12 days from December 13th to December 15th of 2023 and November 4th of 2024 to today. Balance probated, no further contact with Ashley Stapleton, 12 weeks anger management, no firearms. We are entering a null pros on position 8, which is the FTA, and we do sound for Miss Ashley Stapleton. We also ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Okay, and I don't believe that Ms. Stapleton is on the line.
I did not hear her respond, Your Honor.
Yes, Ms. Kim, anything further?
Nothing further from the defense, Your Honor. We stipulate for the purpose of the plea.
Okay, Ms. Constantine, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 007950C, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? Or plead
No, Your
nolo,
Honor.
excuse me. Okay. I will accept the nolo plea, Ms. Constantine. When you complete the terms of the probation, it'll go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the anger management done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, Ms. Constantine.
Thanks, Your Honor.
You're welcome.
Next, we have positions 14 and 15, Ms. April Griffin.
Also a negotiated plea, is that correct?
Which one are we talking about, Your Honor? I apologize. I missed number.
Ms. 14 and 15.
This is negotiated plea. Thank you.
Okay. Good morning, Ms. Griffin. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, ma'am. Yes, Ms. Fall.
Yes, Your Honor. On the count of DUI less safe, that's going to merge into the count of DUI per se. On the count of DUI per se, it is going to be 12 months served, 18 days, credit for time served, 9 days from November 4th of 2024 until today, balance probated, ADET, DUI risk reduction, VIP, $600 fine, 40 hours of community service. On count 3, the speeding, it's going to be $350 fine concurrent with count 2. On the next position, position 15, that's going to be a null pros upon the plea. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
We
Kim?
stipulate so, Your Honor.
Ms. Griffin, it's my understanding that in case 23 CR 008104E, you wish to plead guilty to driving under the influence of alcohol per se and speeding. Is that correct? Was that a yes? I'm sorry, ma'am.
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, Your Honor.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, Your Honor.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, Your Honor.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, Your Honor.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Griffin. I'll also have, once you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get it done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Okay.
All right, good luck to you. You're welcome. Good luck to you, Ms. Griffin. Who do we have next?
Collins, you next. Position 17, Ms. Collins.
Say it again.
I think she said position 17, Quinetta Hollins.
Ms. Collins.
Yes,
Okay.
it is
Thank
clear,
you.
Your Honor.
All right. Good morning, Ms. Hollins. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, ma'am? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. It's going to be 12 months served, 34 days, credit for time served, 17 days from October 27th, 2024 into today. Balance suspended, excuse me. Stay away from the BP gas station located at 464 Windsor Street Southwest in Atlanta. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's all for the state.
Yes, we stipulate. Thank you.
And Ms. Hollins, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007292J, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, I'm not.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir, I do.
Has anyone forced you or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
Okay. I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Ms. Hollins. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anyone else at ACDC that we can take?
That's it, Your Honor. We finish over here. Thank you for
Okay.
everything.
Thank you. I'll see you this afternoon,
Yes,
possibly.
Your Honor. Bye, everybody.
Okay. Anybody in courtroom 2 that we can take?
No, Your Honor, we're waiting for either medical or jail court's iPhone to log in.
Okay, thank you. So I guess we'll be in recess until someone joins us. Let's see, under Mika there, is that Miss Mika Terry?
Can you hear me? I'm sorry. I thought the paperwork said that I was supposed to be here at 9.
Oh, okay.
So I was
Uh,
wrong.
are you Mika Terry?
Yes, that's me.
Okay, yes, good morning, Miss Terry.
Good
You're on
morning.
the DV bench warrant calendar and that's at 11 o'clock, but let me see if I can go ahead and see if we can get someone to speak with you. Ms. Kim, can
Yes.
you tell, are you handling the bench warrant calendar this morning?
Speak with me.
Can I please verify if Leonard Medley is her attorney right
Leonard. Hello. Yeah, yeah.
So I would
Okay, so she has private, let's
Yes,
see if she has a private attorney or not. Thank you, Ms. Kim.
thank you.
Okay, sorry about that. He just told me that it's at 11 and he'll log on at 10:45.
Okay,
Sorry.
so you are represented by Mr. Medley, is that right?
Yes,
Okay.
only because I missed the court date. I didn't even know that I had it until the
Okay,
day after.
hold on. We'll speak on the
Okay.
matter,
All
Ms.
right.
Terry.
Okay. Thank you.
I just saw you there and saw that we had some
Sorry.
time, so
Okay.
wanted to see if we could get you in and out. So as soon as
I'm
he logs
sorry.
on, no, you don't have no
Yeah.
reason to be sorry. Thank you,
Okay.
ma'am. We'll be with you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you. All right.
All
Bye.
right. Do we have anyone at medical that we can take?
Yeah, it looks like they're not on there anymore, Judge.
Thank you, Ms. Strong.
You're welcome. I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I saw them too, but they didn't ever activate their cameras.
Or,
Is there someone in courtroom two that we can take?
no, Judge. We're not gonna.
Oh, okay.
I have position number 20, Melvin Johnson.
That's a negotiated plea, Judge. Fine.
Okay. Good morning, Mr. Johnson. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Yes, sir.
Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can place your hand down, Mr. Johnson. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. On the simple battery family violence, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 60 days. Credit for time served for 17 days. That's from October 27th, 2024 until today. Balance probated, no further contact with Elizabeth and Lendon Porter. Family Violence Intervention Program, ADET, stay away from 966 Ashby Terrace Northwest. Count 2, the giving false information to law enforcement is going to be time served from 34 days, from credit for time served for 17 days. We would like to sound for Miss Elizabeth Porter, and we do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea. That's
Ms.
all for the
Porter's
state.
Ms. Porter's on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity. Mr. White?
Your Honor, we would just, we stipulate as for purposes of the plea, we would ask to waive at least 2 months of probation fees. He does have the FEIP to do, and he's going to be in jail another 13 days. And we ask that the probation go to non-reporting once he completes all of his requirements.
Okay. Mr. Johnson, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007294G, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery, family violence, and giving false information to law enforcement. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol this morning?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation?
Yes, sir.
You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
I'll accept the plea as negotiated. Mr. Johnson, I will waive 2 months of probation fees to give you time to get a job and get on your feet. And when you complete the terms of the probation, I'll have it go to a non-reporting status. So the sooner you get the terms done, the sooner you won't be on reporting probation and have to pay those fees, okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Johnson.
So, how many days do I have to remain?
It's still 13.
13 days?
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. That's the third guy. It's the same. Oh, no, I don't think we practice and skip over, skip around so much and. Yeah.
Mr. White, are any of the deputies in the courtroom with you?
Yes, Judge.
I'm just wondering what's taking so long.
Apparently, the officer that does jail iPhone, they had him doing something somewhere else and he is en route. So that's all we have left, I believe, is the jail.
Okay. All right. Thank you. I appreciate it.
No worries. Sir.
Appreciate it.
who do we have in courtroom 2?
Position 37, Smith.
What are we doing with Mr. Smith this morning?
That's Miss Kim's case.
Yes,
Judge.
actually, I wasn't able to speak to him. He did not show up at the booth. I was waiting for him a lot, and
Okay, so you need to speak with him. So can
Yes.
we,
I'll relay the offer since I'm right here. So,
oh, okay.
we're just gonna enter not guilty plea and Miss Kim can file a waiver.
okay? Good morning, Mr. Smith. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar. Your case is going to be returned to the division judge and you'll get notification of your next hearing date, sir. Good luck to you.
Yes, sir, thank you.
Thank
You're
Judge.
welcome.
Thank you.
I see that we have Ms. Jordan on the line for the DV bench warrant calendar. Who's gonna represent her this morning? You're on mute, Ms. Kim.
I'll be happy to call her if she.
Okay, well,
Sure.
you're right there, so if we don't have anyone else, good morning, Ms. Jordan. Can I just put you into a breakout room with her, Ms. Kim?
Yes.
Okay, good morning, Ms. Jordan. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the DV bench warrant calendar. We're gonna provide you with the assistance of a public defender this morning to assist you in this matter, okay?
Okay,
All right, so I'm gonna place you into a breakout room. This is Ms. Kim with Ms. Kim so that you all can discuss it.
okay.
Thank you.
All right, so let's see, Ms. Strong, if we can place them into a breakout room, please.
And
Your Honor, what case did we just address the waiver of arraignment, not guilty?
Position 37.
Thank you, Your Honor.
And Your Honor, apparently the jail iPhone is dead. So they're going to retrieve them and bring them down. It looks like one at a time. So,
All right, thank you. I think we have 4 or 5 more to go, so.
there you go, Mark. Maybe this.
Your Honor, would this be a good time to go over the calendar? And just see kind of where we are?
That's
Or if Your
fine
Honor
with-
would prefer to
fine
wait,
with-
that's fine too.
No, it's I think we only have maybe 4 left, so it's fine, Ms. Falk, we can get that out of the way. If Ms. Champion, is that okay with you?
Yes, sir, that's fine.
Okay, so let's use the time to go over the calendar. Thank you.
Position number 1, we're holding on. Position number 2 and 3, we're also holding on. Position number 4 was a plea. Position number 5 was a plea. Position number 6 is going to be reset further notice to your jury. Position number 7 was a no-low plea. Position number 8 was a non-pros. Position number 9, we're holding on. Position number 10 was a plea. Position number 11 was a non-pros. Position number 12 is reset further notice jail jury. Position number 13, reset further notice jail jury. Position number 14 was a plea. Position number 15 was a non-pros. Position number 16 was a plea. Position number 17 was a plea. Position number 18 was reset further notice jail jury. Position number 19, reset further notice jail jury. Position number 20 was a plea. 21 was a plea. Position 22 was reset further notice. Position number 23, reset further notice jail jury. Position 24, reset further notice jail jury. Position 25 was a plea. Position 26, reset further notice jail jury. 27, reset further notice jail jury. Position 28, reset further notice defendant was released. Position 29, reset further notice jail jury. Position 30, reset further notice jail jury. 31 was a plea. 32 was a non-pros. 33, 34, and 35, and 36 is going to be reset to the SAP 1119. Position 37, reset further notice jail jury. Position 38, reset further notice jail jury. Position 39, reset further notice jail jury. Position 40 is reset further notice defendant posted bond on 11/7. That's also the announcement for 41 and 42. Position 43 was a plea. Position 44 was a non-pros. Position 45 was a plea. Position 46 is going to be reset further notice jail jury. Position 47 was a plea. Position 48 was a plea. Position 49 was a plea. Position 50 we're holding. Position 51 is reset further notice jail jury. And position 52 is reset further notice jail jury. Any questions?
Okay, we'll be in recess until someone returns.
We're ready. I'm just waiting for my client to come out of the room and join us.
Okay. Ms. Strong, could we move Ms. Jordan out of the breakout room, please?
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, her data was helping her out. I guess she doesn't know how to do. Yeah, there she
Here
is.
she is.
Okay.
Okay, so Ms. McConkey, I take it that Ms. Jordan missed a court date?
Yes, it looks like she missed a jury trial calendar before Judge Besson on the 24th of October. It looks like this might be her second time that she failed to appear. She does have a failure to appear arrest from 2013, and she only has 2 arrest cycles, one being that FTA and the other being the simple battery family violence. So I'm not sure what exactly is going on and why she keeps missing these court dates.
Ms.
Your
Kim?
Honor, she gets help from her daughter in terms of transportation and checking the mails. She is relatively a senior. She's a senior who needs help. So she didn't get any message, any mails, and her daughter said she was checking online, and every time she checked, it just says further notice. We just have to reset for the further notice, and there was no notice. So we would like to request for FTA bench warrant to be set aside because this is, I mean, last one was 11 years ago, so it's almost like the first time in last 10 years. So we would like to request for a bench warrant to be set aside.
Is her address the Kimberly Way Southwest? Is that
Yes,
her?
yes. The address is correct. I verified, but apparently mail was not delivered to her.
So, Ms. Jordan, I understand that you may not have received the notice, but you're gonna have to make sure that you stay in touch with the court so that you don't miss another court date, okay? If you miss another court date, it won't be set aside the next time in this case, okay? So you'll need to stay up with calling the court and making sure that you don't have a court date, okay? All right, so I'll set a Ms. Kim, if you'll prepare, set aside this time.
Yes.
All right. Good luck to you, Ms. Jordan. You're free to go this
Thank
morning.
you. Thank you very much.
And I see that we have Ms. Terry and Attorney Medley on the line.
Yes, sir. Good morning, Your Honor.
Yes, good morning. Let's see. Is Ms. Terry with us? I see her there. Can you activate your camera for me, Ms. Terry?
Oh, sorry, okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning to you both. Let's see, Ms. McConkey, I take it that Ms. Terry missed a court date.
Yes, it looks like she missed a plea and arraignment calendar before Judge Besson on the 30th of October.
Mr. Medley?
Good morning, Your Honor. The notice was actually mailed to her father's house. When she got it the very next day, she contacted my office. We have filed an entry of appearance and discovery, so we'll not be missing any more court dates. We'll get the matter resolved very quickly.
Okay. Do we have her proper address on file with the clerk at the present time?
Yes, Your Honor. When I filed my entry, I updated everything for her at that time.
Okay. As such, I'll set aside this bench warrant. Attorney Medley, we normally have the defendant's attorneys do that. So if you can submit a set aside to Ms. Champion, I will get that, sign it, and we'll get it entered.
Yes, ma'am. Ms. Champion, is your email address in the chat?
I'll send it to you.
Thank you.
All right. So Ms. Terry, I take it that you won't be missing any more court dates. So good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. And as soon as you get the information, Attorney Medley, you're free to go. You're free to go this morning, Ms. Terry. Have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You too.
Okay. Court will be in recess until we have someone else before us.
Third row.
Judge, we have the rest of the defendants in the courtroom.
Okay, very good. Thank you, Mr. White.
All right, first we have position number 1, Mr. Benton.
Okay, it's my understanding this is a plea.
It is, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Benson. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me? Do you swear affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes.
Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, sir. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommendation on the simple battery is 12 months served, 30 days, credit for time served 22 days. That is from October 22nd, 2024 until today. Balance probated. Stay away from Georgia Tech property, as well as no further contact with Zoe Benbrahim and an MHET. We would like to sound at this time for Zoe Benbrahim.
Ms. Benrahim is on the line and wishes to address the court. Now is your opportunity.
And we also ask the defense stipulate to venue factual basis and identification for the purposes of the plea.
We stipulate, Your Honor, and just ask the probation terminate once he completes his evaluation.
And Your Honor, I would object to probation terminating. Let me refer to his history, if I may.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll withdraw it, non-reporting.
And
Okay.
the state, again, based on his history, the state would object to non-reporting.
You want to give me the history, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The defendant has, let's see, 18 cycles, including this one. He had a August 2024 arrest for simple assault, willful obstruction of officers, and battery. A July 30th, 2024 arrest for willful obstruction, interference with government property, and simple battery against law enforcement. Failure to appear on June 13th of 2024 in DeKalb County, a criminal trespass in July of 2024, where he was sentenced to 12 months, served 27 days. That was for willful obstruction and criminal trespass. Criminal trespass conviction in DeKalb County in May 2023, failure to appear in August 2023, simple battery arrest in December of 2023, where he pled guilty and received 27 days confinement.
Okay.
There's a reason that the state asked for, and we agreed to MHET. That is the basis of my request to go non-reporting. I'm not certain that he's going to be able to report me on that. I don't know. Okay.
Okay. All right. So, anything further, Mr. White?
Nothing, Judge.
And I take it that you have had a social worker visit with him.
I've talked to my social worker about going to see him. Yes.
Okay. All right. So, Mr. Benton, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007209G, you wish to plead guilty to simple battery. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No.
You've been represented by Mr. White there. Are you happy with his representation?
Yes.
Do you understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up the right to a trial by jury?
You understand that you don't get a trial since you're pleading guilty.
Yeah.
Okay. So tell him, not me. Yes, tell him, not me. Yeah. No. Tell me. By pleading guilty, you understand you're giving up a right to a trial. That is the question he asked you. And you need to tell him if you about it.
I understand.
Okay, and has anybody forced you to plead guilty?
No.
Okay, I'm gonna accept your plea, Mr. Benton. Let's see. I'm gonna waive all of your probation fees while you're on probation. And let's see how it goes for the first 3 months. All right, so I'm gonna have you report for the first 3 months. And if everything's going well and you don't have any violations after those first 3 months and after you have your MHET, then I'm going to have the probation go to a non-reporting status so that you will still be on probation, but you won't have to report. So let's see how the first 3 months go. Okay?
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Benton.
Position number 2 and 3, Grants.
Negotiated please as well.
That's correct, Judge.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Braggs. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor. The state's recommendation on position 2, the loitering and prowling, is 12 months served 34 days, credit for time served 17 days. That's from October 20th to October 21st, 2024, and October 29th, 2024 until today. Balance probated, anti-theft course, stay away from Terminus, located at 20 Terminus Place in Atlanta. The state does object to early termination and non-reporting. On position 3, Cameron Braggs, the state's recommendation is 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served 15 days from October 29th of 2024 until today. Balance probated concurrent with case 24 CR 007155F. Stay away from all Georgia Tech property. The state would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea.
Your Honor, we stipulate, we just please negotiated. We do ask that the probation go non-reporting once it completes the anti-theft course. I mean, it's a one-a-day thing. And beyond that, it's just gonna report the probation every 12 months and do what? Just go in there and they're gonna look at each other. So we would ask that the probation at least go to non-reporting once he completes the anti-theft course. The stay away will still be in effect. So.
Okay. Mr. Braggs, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007155F, you wish to plead guilty to loitering and prowling, and in case 24 CR 007368E, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct? Is that a yes?
He's soft-spoken, Judge. He would say yes. Yes.
Okay. Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with your counsel's representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on these charges, and that by pleading guilty to them, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Braggs. Let's see, I am also going to waive your probation fees. And again, let's see how it goes for the first 3 months. I'll have you be on probation for 3 months, but if you don't have any violations in that first 3 months, then it'll go non-reporting after then, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
All right, good luck to you, Mr. Braggs.
Position number 9, Davidson.
Also a negotiated plea.
That's correct, Judge.
Good morning, Mr. Davidson. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, please, sir?
Good morning.
Good morning. Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you. Yes, Ms. Falk.
Yes, Your Honor. State's recommendation on this case is 12 months served 30 days, credit for time served 15 days. From October 29th, 2024 to today, balance suspended. Stay away from 76 gas station located at 548 Northside Drive in Atlanta. I believe this is his second conviction for going to that location. His last conviction was for theft by shoplifting and criminal trespass. That plea was entered on September 10th of 2024, about 2 months ago, before Your Honor, and Your Honor did put him on non-reporting status on that case. That's all for the state. We do ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification for the purposes of the plea.
Was it the same gas station, Ms. Falk?
Yes, Your Honor, it was.
Okay, thank you. Yes, Mr. White.
So we just ask you to accept the plea as negotiated.
Okay. All right, and if you'll have your social worker, if you haven't already, Mr. White, visit with Mr. Davidson to see if he needs any services. Mr. Davidson, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 007370D, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that right? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time?
No, sir.
You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with his representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury?
Yes, sir.
Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty?
No, sir.
All right, Mr. Davidson, now you know you cannot go back to that 76 gas station, okay? You know, if there's a reason that he's going there, Mr. White, if you can have your social worker, see if we can work that out, because I don't want you to be back here in custody for going back to that gas station. So I'm going to accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Davidson, but with the stipulation that you not go back there. All right. Since the balance is suspended. Okay, I don't want to see you back here for going there, Mr. Davidson. Good luck to you, sir.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Number 50, Patrick Williams.
Yes, good morning, Mr. Williams. I'm Judge Eric Morrow. This is the state all-purpose calendar that we're conducting by video. Can you raise your right hand for me, sir? Do you swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give before this court be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Okay, you can place your hand down. Thank you, Mr. Williams. Yes, Ms. McConkey.
Sorry, I was on mute. The state's recommendation is going to be 12 months to serve 46 days, credit for time served 16 days, balance suspended, stay away from the Chevron gas station located at 1217 Metropolitan Parkway Southwest in Atlanta. The defendant did just plead guilty for trespassing at the same location on August 27th of 2024. He was ordered to stay away and was found again at the gas station. I would ask the defense to stipulate to venue, factual basis, and identification.
Yes, we do stipulate. Thank you.
Anything further, Ms. Kim?
We would like to request for, no, that's it, Your Honor.
Okay. Ms. McConkey, do you know how many days he served the last time?
I will take a look at that, Your Honor. Give me 1 second. It looks like he got credit for time served 18 days. So he served 18 days.
And also, Ms. Kim, before he gets out, I'd like for him to have a social worker visit to assist with anything that he might that might be necessary. Mr. Williams, it's my understanding that in case 24 CR 0073336G, you wish to plead guilty to criminal trespass. Is that correct? Are you under the influence of any drugs or alcohol at the present time? You've been represented by counsel. Are you satisfied with her representation? You understand that you have a right to a trial by jury on this charge, and that by pleading guilty to it, you're giving up your right to a trial by jury? Has anyone forced or coerced you to plead guilty? Okay, I'll accept the plea as negotiated, Mr. Williams. You know you can't go back to that Chevron, okay? If you go back, they're just gonna arrest you again, and you're gonna be right back here, okay? All right. Good luck to you, Mr. Williams. Okay, I believe that completes the 9 o'clock calendar. Does that go along with everybody else's notes? Okay. All right. If nothing further, if you'll get your paperwork to Ms. Champion, she'll get it to me and I'll get it signed as quickly as I possibly can. Now I'm not trying to point you out, Ms. Kim, but go ahead and get it to her. All right, y'all have a good rest of your day. I'll see you next Tuesday.
Thank you, Your Honor.